Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Wolves will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game.
Got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Marquez. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work.
Second down coming up.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Turns it on open runway ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's the Red Wolves.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Scrambling away. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Marquez. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle. Wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go back to the ground. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Mills. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Handoff to the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Marquez. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Texas.
Touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Number 17.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air, it's Mills. Quick strike complete. this offense has a second down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moncrief. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking again to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Marquez. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Trying to get to him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Mills. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, North Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Still looking on the move. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wide open downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job.
Gonna let it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Mills. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moncrief. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Bulldozes his way through. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Red Wolves have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Mills. Quarterback moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. You can build throughout the season.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. This is a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Mills. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Line getting set on 2nd down. Corners are going to bail. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking for a man. It's Mills. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal from way back there. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it.